think I would end up doing this, but here we are. So, let's just get right into it, I guess. I'm walking nowhere, basically. Just middle of nowhere. Doesn't matter. Just going. And thought I'd film it. No particular reason other than the reason I'm about to state, which means there is indeed a reason. That reason being because, honestly, not a whole lot on the YouTube channel, and I don't upload very regularly, so I was thinking, I don't know, it's just something I can do. Film this walk I'm going on right now. And just sort of talk about things that are on my mind. You know, just whatever. We're going a little freestyle today with the video. I just went up a very large hill. There's going to be a lot more of those where I'm going, because I live where I live, and it's a hilly nightmare. And you think walking here is bad, try biking. Oof. That is very hard, I'll tell you that much. Originally, when I first had the idea to film one of these walks, which I go on many, none quite as long as this one. This one's the longest one I'm ever going to go on, or I've ever been on. I don't know how long I'll walk later in life. I might walk the entire country, I don't know. Or other countries. Or all the countries. Or all the lands, I don't know. Or Mars. When I first had the idea, I originally thought, I might do like a podcast kind of thing, where I would like just walk through the woods, I guess, in different areas. And I guess I could film parts of it for like, upload on YouTube, so it'd be a little bit more interesting. But I could have like guests on and we could talk about things. I don't know. Woods are a good place to just like sort of talk. So I thought that might be a good idea, but didn't end up doing that. Here we are. For a while I didn't think that I'd even film this. I thought I'd just go and walk, because it's kind of weird to be seen in public just talking to a camera like an idiot. But you know what? I am pretty stupid, so looking like an idiot ain't so troubling for me. I hope the audio on this is good. I'm just using regular old camera mic, so as the cars go past, audio might go kind of just like that. I don't know. I'm not listening to this as I record it, or I'm not stopping it. I'm just filming whatever, and then I figure I'll go edit it down way later, which, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of editing, that's for sure. I wonder if there's any significance to me, I don't know, talking, really. I never really did that for any of my stuff, like at all. For a while I decided that I wasn't gonna inject myself as like an individual into any of this, into any of the stuff I do, all the Mr. Onomatopoeia, whatnot, what have you. But I guess this sort of breaks that that philosophy that I held for a while. I mean, here I am, you're hearing my voice. This is me. I had that idea mostly because I thought for a while that, whatever I made, I didn't want it to be about me as a person. I wanted anyone to put themselves in the shoes of the music and just sort of see it for what it is. Not pay attention to who's behind it, any of that stuff. Just listen, use their imagination a little bit, and put it in their lives. Put the music into their lives. See what they can do with it. But here I am, speaking about whatever I want to, I guess. Sort of liberating to be able to talk like this, I guess. Now I don't have to conceal, what I'm thinking, who I am. Well, I do, to a certain extent. You are only hearing my voice. Not much beyond that. I do already post at least a little glimpse of my thoughts on Instagram and Twitter, but Those are sort of vague little snippets that I happen to think about. Not sort of the raw data that you're getting right now. Direct stream from my brain into your ears. I don't know why, but I've always been sort of fascinated by road signs. As crazy as that sounds. I always pictured roads as like, you know, a thing everyone travels. Everyone goes down. And the signs direct them along their way. Let them know where to go. What's coming ahead. Guess I'm sort of jealous, you know. I mean, we all go through life, but we don't really have so many road signs, do we? If only we could just live in the Cars universe, where everything is a living car, and they drink motor oil, and presumably there are little people driving those cars actually, but we're not going to get into that. A sort of obsession with roads and road signs and metaphor and whatnot is a little bit what inspired the Fourth Word album. I think you can see that in the Optimist music video. The use of road signs to convey a little bit of message and the meaning behind that song. It's a bit baffling, I think, to some, how my songs have any real meaning behind just, you know, like vibes, because there are no words. It's just instrumentals. But I think that misses the point a little bit. You got to take the music in context with the other songs on, you know, whatever album you're listening to, or if there's a lack of album or context, go with the name of the song. Try and see where the music takes you from there when you're listening. Holy cow, that's one cancerous tree. That's kind of neat. I used to be walking a certain route to get to wherever I'm going, but that is not the case anymore. I'm just sort of wandering around, bumbling about the streets like a madman on crack or heroin. I'm a bit mad though, I must say. Honestly, who just goes on like a 6-mile trudge into the wilderness by himself? No one that I know of. That has been a sneeze. I said once on my Instagram, I think, that sometimes it doesn't hurt to just sort of walk into the middle of nowhere for no particular reason. You know, just sort of to be there, to exist. And to an extent, I guess that's what I'm doing right now. Just sort of going. Although I am fibbing the slightest bit, because contrary to my previous statement, I do have a destination. I just have no set way of getting there. I'm just sort of walking generally in the direction of that place. Just sort of seeing where my surroundings take me. That's kind of neat. It would appear that I found a thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. It's kind of like a park I never knew about. I guess here is as good a spot as any to take a little break. This is my nourishment on this journey. It's always been something that's a bit calming to me about nature and in general. Especially the wind. I like when it comes and rustles the leaves. Kind of makes you aware of your surroundings a little bit more. Although I don't appreciate when it ruins your audio, which is happening a lot. You know, you can't see it, but there are wasps everywhere right now. But you know, wasps get kind of a bad reputation. They're actually pretty friendly, I think. As long as you don't mess with them. And when you go poke a bear, see what happens. Poke a wasp, and the same thing. Oh my gosh, editing this is gonna be a nightmare. Well, anyway, I guess we're gonna get going. You know, if you think you hate hearing me talk, imagine how I feel. I'm gonna have to edit all this down. Just hear myself for like a prolonged period of time, which I'm not looking forward to. But I'll tell you this much, I am one hard to listen to bastard. I found a random parking garage with quite the nice view, I think. And I'm somewhat of a view chaser, so here we are in the parking lot. Oh wow, that's a good view right there. I think this quite fits my view taste. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. I must be such a lunatic. I'm walking along this road with limited visibility, no sidewalk, just going. As some would put it, I am quite famished. Wow, that's the first skunk I've ever seen in my life. Cool. Okay, now this is just stupid. But hey, I do some stupid things, what can I say? Never claimed any expertise, so got nothing to lose, I guess. So I was thinking, I was hearing someone talk about personal truths a while ago, and I was thinking, you know, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because I mean, how can you have personal truth? It's just the truth. I feel it's good to question your biases. So now I'm wondering, you know, we have limited perceptions. Our eyesight is controlled by our noggins, which is basically a really advanced computer. I mean, our vision is basically what iPhones do. They take, you know, not so great pictures and they use a bunch of AI. They make them a lot better. You know, this is why we can see things. This is why we can just hear things. And I'm not talking about in a general sense. I'm talking about, you know, like hallucinations. Because our noggin controls what we perceive. And it's not a perfect machine by any means, if you can call it that. Basically, I'm trying to say that our perception is limited. And that means we have a limited perception of, quote-unquote, the truth. So what one person says is the truth, you know, isn't necessarily the truth. They could be mistaken, they could be wrong. Which means, you know, for different people, there are different truths. I still don't think that has any effect on the truth. But people, you know, that's why we believe different things. Differences in perception, I guess. What this has to do with walking and, I don't know, things that are happening right now is beyond me. But here we are. I'm just rambling about whatever anyway. Now we're really getting into the middle of nowhere. We're here by a creek now. But that is only, we're only like halfway there, I think. There's some doggos in the woods. Now, I've been here before. Usually this place is overflowing with water. Guess it's kind of dry right now. Still beautiful though. Nothing can change that.
Hello, friend.
Speaking of friends, boy do I wish I had some. Kind of what the silence was about. Loneliness in general. I mean, as much as I like the peace and quiet right here, talking to yourself alone with a camera is quite sad. You know, I might be the worst YouTuber in existence. I have no sponsors. I have no ads. I am not even showing my face. I'm just walking around in the woods, looking at the aftermath of carjackings, alone, like a weirdo. But I guess, I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of weird, which is a good thing. The world would be extremely boring if everyone was just normal, the same. I guess those differences in perception I was talking about earlier are really what makes the world worth living in. Because I mean, what would be the point if everyone was just exactly the same? What if every tree looked the same? What if every bridge looked the same? You You know, I wouldn't want to live in a world like that. What if every pipe in the middle of nowhere was clean and not rusty? Oh, that sounds terrible. I love rust. Not the game. So we get over here, I think the audio quality is going to be a bit better because there's a lot less cars. It's getting a little quieter. Also a little less wind because we're at a lower elevation. Well, that kind of takes what I just said and throws it in my face. Why on earth people spend money on those things, I will never know. But I suppose that's just me. Just my kind of personal opinion, because honestly, if I ever got some of those, I would lose them immediately. No doubt in my mind that those things would be on my person for about a week. There's no sidewalk here. And this is why I'm stupid. You know, the people driving by, I must look like the stupidest son of a gun that ever lived. Just talking to a camera like this. But you know, other much more talented people do this and they make a lot of money. So I guess I'm the knockoff? I don't know. Is this technically vlogging? I hate to call it that, but you know, here we are. I suppose if I'm vlogging, I better get in the vlogging spirit. Start talking like this, like really excited. Oh boy, there's some grass. I don't know why, but I feel compelled to add a British accent to my vlogging voice. So from now on, I'm going to be talking like this, guys. I'm going to be saying guys a lot, guys. So, oh my gosh, this is so bad. I'm going to have to cut this out of the video. I am schwitzing like an absolute champ over here. I am one sweaty bastard, I'll tell you that much. My forehead is a river of slime. You know, thank goodness you're not seeing my face. Because if you did, my, you would be throwing up on the floor by the sheer moisture present on my body. Oh, now it's really quiet. Leave it to me to ruin that quiet, though. By talking. Many have tried and many have failed to shut me up. You know what? We're just barely halfway there. So I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to endure a lot more of this if I keep going. I wonder why I talk to y'all like y'all, as if y'all are absolute strangers. Because if I'm being honest, I personally know most of the people who are gonna see this video. So, hi, I guess? I mean, you know what I look like. You know what I sound like. You are not strangers. Although I am very strange to you. I guess I'm talking like that in the hope that, you know, this algorithm will send some random people over here to see this video. Which is very unlikely, given I barely upload. When I do upload, it's pretty short. And the stuff I upload is garbage. Exceptionally including this. I mean, this might be the worst video ever made on YouTube. Oh my gosh, imagine if I made more of these. Oh my lord. This would be the worst series ever made on YouTube. Get a playlist of just the worst videos ever. To some that might be appealing though, I guess. Kind of like why you watch bad movies. It's just so bad that it's good. Or at least it's so bad that you can't look away as you watch the train wreck unfold. I am getting really close to being hit by a car. You know, as much as I love this place and like where I am right now, can't get too attached. Because, you know, places change, things change. That's why it's best to be adaptable, I suppose. Settling down has its advantages, but, even people who settle, always on the move. Everyone's always on the move. I guess that circles back to my weird idea of roads as sort of a metaphor for life. Am I thinking too much into my surroundings here? I mean, no one really goes driving down the highway and thinks to themselves, you know, like, wow, like, isn't this freaking, like, deep, dude? Like life and, like, everything, dude. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so excited. It finally happened. I had my first experience with almost getting hit by a car. That was exciting. And again, this is why I'm very stupid. But hey, at least I say that much. This is cool. I found a random trail with barbed wire and dead trees and weird sounds in the distance. This is probably not the best idea, but I'm walking here anyway. Oh my gosh, I love this place. It is so beautiful right now. Y'all can't really tell that much because this camera's kind of butt. It's not really capturing the nuance of the environment right now, but I'll tell you what, it's a stunner. You know, who wants to take a guess how much poison ivy I've stepped through just now? Whoever gets it right in the comments gets absolutely nothing but the acknowledgement from me that indeed I probably stepped in at least some. I have very bad experiences with poison ivy and all that skin irritating kind of stuff. Very often I get absolutely bitten by ants and I get tons of poison ivy. My skin is just ravaged by many things. Although, again, it is only due to my own stupidity. For me, walking in the middle of the woods like this, not paying attention to anything at all. I have an ongoing theory that depending on who is in my presence or where I am, I tend to sound different. You know, I change my accent, or I change my speaking patterns, all subconsciously, mind you. And sometimes I notice it, sometimes I don't. But I'm only mentioning this now because I'm wondering if anyone who knows me will see this and kind of think to themselves, oh, he's talking different. Doesn't usually sound that way. To which I would respond, you know, either this is the kind of cleanest version of me that anyone could really see, because it's just me talking to myself, or alternatively, this is the most inaccurate version of me, given that this is the version of me that tons of random people on the internet are going to see. Probably not tons, but you know, some people on the internet are going to see. You know, most of these are just sort of shower thoughts, aren't they? What's up, horses? Yo, what's going on, my dude? Alright, good to know. Boy, I am now really in the middle of nowhere. Am I lost? Might be lost. Doesn't look like a road anymore. I don't know where I am. There's also that weird sound everywhere I go. No clue as to what that is. It sounds like a person pretending to be a cat just screaming meow in the middle of the woods. So that's always nice. It is so quiet out here. I am amazed. Besides, you know, airplane directly above me making tons of noise. But it was really quiet out here, and I was amazed. You know, this is just Class A entertainment right here. I mean, who doesn't love listening to a random guy who makes music walk in the middle of the woods and talk about nothing? Like, literally, absolutely nothing. Dear Lord, what is this video? The most interesting thing about watching this video is how bad it can get. It almost reminds me of that one Bill Wirtz video where he ponders the immense meaninglessness of making a video without a topic. Perhaps I have frolicked down that same path. Maybe I get why he tried to punish himself for that then. This was such a great, horrible idea. I think that's how I'm going to frame this now. This might have been one of the best bad ideas ever had. I mean, I should give myself an award. Not only is this not entertaining, but I look like a weirdo talking in the middle of the woods to no one, ruining the peace of quiet. I mean, whose idea was this? It was really stupid. But again, I don't claim to be smart. Okay. I may not be where I'm supposed to be, but I did find this, so that's pretty cool. That's kind of neat. Let's check it out. It appears to be a really old abandoned home in the middle of the woods. Is there a door? Where's the door to this place, man? I passed right by the door. Yep, just opens right up. That's a lot of paint and other stuff. No, never mind, it's just more paint. What? Oh, that's a lot of daddy long legs. It's upside down. And what is going on there? That's weird. Man, this place is spooky. Alright, well, I'm not stepping over there because that floor is clearly broken. But, this is really cool. What are the odds stumbling across something like this? It's also quite dirty and filled with daddy long legs, so I'm going to leave. Well, I suppose you can consider this the end of the video, if you could even really call it a video. Don't know what to say. Feel like there's stuff that should be said. It's kind of a thing. It's the end of the video, you know. But, not one for theatrics. At least not right now. So,